Good morning, everyone. My name is Tanya Schleich, and I'm the Sunday school teacher with St. George's Anglican Church in St. Catharines. Welcome, and thanks for joining me this morning. Today we will be doing a Bible story on the road to Emmaus. And while we do that story today, I would like you to take a little look at a picture, actually two pictures that I provide for you. Take note to what you notice in the pictures at the beginning of looking at them, as well as what you notice by the end of the Bible story. And we'll discuss after. Some of you may have seen this picture before. It's pretty popular, and maybe not. So that will change probably how you view it or see it, but let's take a look. So it's actually two pictures. Let's get it up here for you. So the first one at the top you can see, and then you can also see the one at the bottom. So just take a look at these pictures while I read to you our Bible story today. Our Bible lesson today is about two men who had some difficulty in recognizing Jesus as he joined them as they were walking to a village called Emmaus. On the very same day that Jesus was raised from the grave, two of his followers were walking to Emmaus and talking about everything that had happened over the past several days. As they walked along, Jesus joined them, but the Bible tells us that they were kept from recognizing him. "What are you discussing as you walk along?" Jesus asked the men. "Are you the only one visiting Jerusalem who does not know what has happened the past few days?" One of the men replied. "What things?" Jesus asked. "About Jesus of Nazareth." They replied, "Our rulers handed him over to be sentenced to die. They crucified him and buried him. Now we saw some women, and they told us that they went to his tomb this morning, and they did not find his body. They told us that an angel appeared to them and told them Jesus was alive." They continued walking and talking to Jesus. As they approached the village, Jesus continued on as if he were going farther. But the men urged him to stay with them since the day was almost over. And Jesus agreed and stayed. As they sat down at the table to eat, Jesus took the bread, gave thanks, and gave it to them. When he did this, their eyes were open, and they recognized that it was Jesus. Then he disappeared from their sight. Sometimes we don't see the whole picture at first. Sometimes it takes some time. So now we're going to actually look at these pictures that I've provided here. If you take a little look at the top picture here, there's three things you could actually potentially see. In the black is the tree. So I'm sure many of you noticed the tree right away. They do say that's the popular first picture to see. If you look on this side here, you can actually see a lion. And on this side, we have a gorilla. See the head here, the ears, the eyes. You have the ears of the lion here. So now take another look at that picture. There's actually three things in one picture. It's funny, it's an illusion. It plays with our eyes a little bit. So when you first look at it, you might notice the gorilla, you might notice the lion or the tree, or you might notice all three. On the bottom picture, we have two different things that bottom picture could be. In one way, when you look at it, it's a rabbit. In another way, it's a duck. If you can see here, the duck's going this way, its eye, and then the rabbit, that's the ears for the rabbit, and it's going the opposite direction. So it's really interesting as to what you can see in that picture. So take note as to what you noticed. Did you notice every possible picture in those pictures? Or did you only notice the duck, let's say, and not notice the rabbit? In today's lesson, we're being told and taught that Jesus is with us. Jesus is walking beside us. He's caring for us. Just because we can't see him there with us, it doesn't mean he's not. So in these trying times, in this pandemic that we're in, it's very important for us to remember that Jesus is with us. So I hope that you can take that to heart to your heart today and feel some comfort in knowing that even though you may not have seen the gorilla, the lion, and the tree, or the rabbit and the duck, they're all there in that picture. I wish you all a wonderful day. Be well, take care, and stay safe.